everybody? Welcome to episode 76 of TGWPIS FC. We actually have begun the new Premier League season. I figured instead of letting you guys see us start the first game, talk about ins and outs, we get through the transfers, I wanted to move forward a little bit, mainly because we have the Champions League draw today. We've been drawn against Birmingham in the Cup, Caballero Cup. We haven't had anything for the FA Cup yet, but we get to see our group today. Now that we showed up, we're probably in bucket 4, knowing us, and we're showing you where we are in the Premier League. We are currently sitting at 6 with 2 wins and 1 loss. So just to go right through it, Fulham 5-1 win, a Chelsea 1-2 loss. And we've been dealing with some injury problems to start with at the beginning of the season. Fitz has been injured. Pepe was injured for this game. We've lost out on our right back. Moreno got injured. And Herrero hasn't just gotten back to fitness in the Leicester game. So a lot going on here with the squad. But still early days. Still plenty for us to do. We're going to be playing West Brom, which would be a nice little bit easier of a game for us. And yeah, transfers. Now, we have there's some transfers that we have pending that are going to be coming in January. We got, not a lot of money spent. 6.75 million for Noah Robert, who is just a tall inside forward who can play on the left-hand side. Pretty inexpensive given the quality of player. My scouts rate him very highly, so I figured, why not? Give him a punt. This guy, he is a Ghanaian right back who looks like he could be something good. And then, for 275,000, why not? Good teamwork and tackling. He's got some other abilities. Maybe somebody who we can develop in the academy. And then Steven Foust is another right back who plays in America. He's a no-nonsense fullback, but he's 6'1". He's got good physicals, stamina. He's got good abilities here, and his first touch heading, he could be kind of a hybrid right back central defender. Maybe we can teach him to play as a ball-playing defender with that passing, marking, and tackling, all being good, and heading and first touch. He could be becoming a nice ball-playing defender, or use him at right back as a backup, because Lord knows we're having problems with that. As for other transfer news, we only had 11 million to start with, so we had to kind of sell to buy. And we sold, really not to buy what? Not really only to buy one. We'll talk about him in a second, but let's go with the outs. Danny Field was a striker who's coming through our youth system. Not rated very, very highly, 300,000 with going up to 525,000 and a 50% sell-on clause. Why not? The next guy out, Alex Garcia, you guys saw us get him. He's the Canadian first goalkeeper. We got him on a free and sold him on to St. Etienne for 675,000 with a 50% sell-on clause. So good business there. No money lost. Next was 2 more youth academy strikers. Matthew James for 1.1 million with his 50% sell-on clause. Our scouts rate him at 18. And Reese Mulligan, who was sold for 2.5 million and 50% selling clause. So more good business there. Next, you probably remember David Vaz. We bought him in years ago, and he's been out on loan forever. Never really developed into anything for us. So we sent him to Frosinone, who put in a 4.9 million pound bid, and I figured for the money, why not? Then I'm kicking myself for selling him now. Nataro, we sent him out to Wolfsburg for 14.5 million pounds. Valued a lot more now, but I had such a log jam at right wing with Fetz and Phillip and all of the other guys, and I thought, you know what? He needs to go. He's been here the longest, but at the same time, I need to start generating some cash flow in case I need to buy somebody. He picked up a little bit of a fuss, and we sent him out, and that was it. It's sad to see him go, but we needed to get him off the books. Next is Solomon Largo. Now, you probably heard me talk about this guy. We sold him for 30 million to Borussia Mönchengladbach. I wonder why they needed a center back. But he was good for us last year. I was happy to have him, but the problem is he had the most yellow cards in the entire league, and that's a problem for me. So I needed to kind of get that off the books. And his stats, though good, weren't the greatest. So getting 30 million for him, I thought was pretty good. And then finally, we so many midfielders in the club now. We got rid of Cesar. He was kind of really low down in the pecking order. 30 million rising. It was a 34 million rising up to 40. Good pay on value since we only bought him for like 16 million. Plus we have a sell on fee if they ever move him on. He just wasn't ever going to get into the team, and being able to cash in on him is just a good thing. The career stats, yeah, 17 million, 34, almost doubling our money. Actually, absolutely doubling our money. It was an absolute win. Now, you figured with us bringing all this money in, 88 million, we'd go out and splash the cash. No, we didn't. We only really bought one player because we really couldn't get anybody else we wanted to in. So here is Alexander Ferdinand? I don't know. Alex, your name is now going to be Alex. So here's Alex. He was kind of, we brought him over, and then Gladbach bought Solomon from us. He's a young 19-year-old German center back, can play ball playing defender, and if you look at his stats, he's taller than the other guy, than Solomon. Jumping reach, pace, strength, decisions, bravery. He's got great mentals, positioning, vision. Work rate could be a little bit better, but that's fine. Determined in leadership. 17 tackling, 13 technique, 13 marking, 13 heading, 11 first touch. He is pairing up with Lopez there in the center of our defense now. Both of them strong tackling, hard hitting, quick hitting, pacey center backs. I think these two guys are going to create kind of the solidness of the defense for us going forward. We still have Mikel, who has been declining a little bit, probably due to lack of gameplay. We still have Antigua, who is our vice captain, though he's showing interest, and if a right bid comes in, we may move him on. But for right now, Alex is the man in the back for us. And that's all the transfer business that we've done. So let's go into, let me just make sure I don't have it sitting here in my inbox. Yep, there's the cup draw we just did today. Let's go in and get the Champions League draw done. Thomas remains out of Scotland. Players called up to international duty. We just have to wait a little bit longer. Yep, here we are. European Champions League group stage today. We're in the 4th seed for this, so let's take a look. First seeds are, okay, all the major players you'd expect, plus Ajax. Second seed, oh wow, Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea, Gladbach, Milan. Third seed, FC Copenhagen, Olympiacos, Lazio, AC Monaco, Sevilla, PSV, all those good teams. Here we are. STV, Ludogorets, Basel, Galatasaray, Lokomotiv Moscow, Sparta Prague, Stuttgart, and us. So let's draw the first pot. Okay. Second team. Ooh, Leipzig, Man City, Liverpool, Barcelona. That's huge. Inter, Bayern, Gladbach, Real Madrid, PSV, Juventus, Chelsea, Ajax, United, Milan, and Atletico Madrid. Now, Sevilla, Monaco, Porto, Lazio, Olympiacos, Copenhagen, PSV, and I always forget the name. I don't have the name on it. I should probably do that. So Basel goes into Group A. STVV goes there. Lokomotiv Moscow goes into this draw. And here we are. Real Madrid, Gladbach, Lazio, and us. Okay, that is a killer group. We are going to be able to play against Real Madrid and Gladbach, but with Lazio in here and us, we'll see what we can do. And we're back. And here we are for our lineup for the team against West Brom. Injury bug hit us again. Gentile is going to be out for a couple of days, but I was planning on giving Brody a lot more starts in the Premier League now that we've got kind of two keepers. Gentile is taking up English citizenship, which is nice, but Brody is slowly becoming our best keeper, so I want to give him more and more shots, especially against easier opposition. And Fetz still isn't back to full fitness, and if you look at Herrero, is still lacking a lot of match fitness and stuff, so we're going to start a little bit different way and try and build into that today. Hopefully, get some match fitness on some of these guys and get them going from there. Where was the other guy we had on the bench? Oh, no, he was around here someplace. Hang on, give me a second here. Let's do all this order. Yes, they want me to start Gomez. My system wants Gomez here on the right, but Gomez is... How is he? He's all right, fitness-wise, but Herrero for Abina is fine. McFarland can play anywhere up there. We don't have a recognized striker. Who can play for them? Yeah, let's get an actual striker on the bench. Let's get Assman, who I've designated as our backup striker. Ed Mannion is good, but I want to give the young man some chances here. Addison. Mannion may be in the Champions League squad, while Addison provides us support off the bench in the not the Champions League here. Now Gomez can also not play striker, but he can play out there on the right hand side, so he's going to get his start. And Keating should be playing in midfield. He's the better deep line playmaker and the captain. So here's the team: Brody, Mercau. No, we want Fanti. God, they just love messing with everything, don't they? So Fanti, Lopez, Alex, Schwabel, Brody in goal, Keating, Bertels right, Abina, Gomez, and Pepe leading the line for us in our typical formation. I think I like our chances. We look good. Let's get out there. Let's win the game. Keep this run going. And hopefully go into international break and get some people back healthy. They are playing a very defensive... Saunders, was he one of ours? No, but we've looked at him before. He's always been at the club. I feel like we're always in Grainwright. This guy was a former Manchester United guy that they grabbed. Interesting. He looks decent enough. And they've got this guy, Carr, leading the line for him, who looks also pretty good as an advanced forward. All right. Let's have the assistant do that. Let them know I have faith in them. I think Alex is still learning the language. That's why he's not reacting anywhere. And kickoff is upon us at Extra Life Ground. Yeah, we're actually playing at Extra Life Ground and not Leicester. We are still expanding the stadium as Alex wins that header. Gets it to Bertels, out to Fanti, who can find the cross here. He can't, but Gomez is there to pick it up. Gets it to Bertos. Keating, Abina, Schwabel, great move in, and Marcus Schwabel scores. 5 minutes in, Abina with the assist, and a great little bit of movement. We finally get to break them down. Now they're playing super defensive, but we found the holes. Great run by him, and just takes it right into the back of the net. Past the keeper, crowd goes wild. We move up into third position, and good for us. Now Brody, his first look at goal. He did actually. Gentile wanted the number 13 when we chose numbers, so Brody got the number 1 shirt. So we'll be definitely seeing if he earns it this season. Is Schwabel to Keating? Can he get out to right? Absolutely can. Right's there, cuts it in. You got to imagine that was more of a cross, a drag back for Pepe, but Pepe was being blocked out pretty well by his guy. No. We haven't been scoring... Well, we have been scoring about as much as you'd expect. As Keating's on another yellow, which is normal for us. As Pepe on the volley just gets it to go over. Fanti's on the ball. Throw in here. Can he get the corner in? He can. Pepe clears. Gomez is here. Nice pass into Pepe for his 4th of the season. That being said, we do score. And we do score a decent amount, but it's almost all through Pepe, which is what you'd expect in a system like this. It's kind of all built around him. Keating Gomez just kind of lays it out there, and Pepe, he doesn't miss those. His 4th of the season, runs to the crowd. They absolutely love it. We love it too. Pepe, now that they're up by 2, can take this nice and easy. As Fanti gets back after Alex's header, Alex brings the ball pretty far forward. Interesting that he's up that high. Gets back into his defensive position here. But we have a lot of good dribblers and players on the team. Shot comes in right there, heads it over the crossbar. That's something I'm looking at Nicholas Wright, and another person I'm trying to bring in here is a kind of a left forward winger type player that's tall. Tall so that they can, head that ball down when we get those crosses, because we have these guys cut in. We've looked good. We've only let them have 1 shot. I'm very happy with the way things are going. So I think we go a little bit longer, and then maybe in the 65th minute, as it's a good header by Alex, just goes over. Go to the 65th minute, and then we're gonna get or 60th minute, and we're gonna get our buddy Herrero on in attacking midfield here. All right, we want him in, because we need to start getting some match fitness. Midfield-wise, both guys on yellow cards. Keating is going to come off for Gearman. That looks good. Now, Fantini is tiring. We'll let him keep going, and then we'll bring in Mercow in a little bit later, or if there's an injury. As like-for-like changes here. Maybe get Assman in, give Pepe a little bit of a rest, but it's international break here. As Brody never really was bothered too much with that shot from Malcolm. All right, Herro's on the ball. Headers in. Alex heads it over again, which is fine. All right, perfect. Been enough time here. Fantini, yeah, he looks tired. Let's get him out from Mercow, who can definitely deal in that position. 10 minutes left. Get Wonder Kid off for Wonder Kid. There's a theme in this team, as you can tell. Herrera's over the ball here. See if he can't get in. He can't save, but Nicholas Wright's there to pick up his first of the season. Looking for big things from Wright this year. He's very integral to the way we play, and I felt that he had kind of a down year last year in the Premier League. Now, it could be just adjusting to the Premier League, going from there, but I figure there's a lot more he can be doing, and I don't want him to I need more help for Pepe, because when Pepe's out of the lineup and he's down and injured, there's a big problem. And now we have Fetz, who can go up there and is a really good striker, but now that he's out on the right wing, I guess, did their guy get player of the match? I don't know. No, Schwabel did. Well done, guys. I'm really happy. I am. He played brilliantly. He's been a great pickup. Gomez makes his debut. A goal for him on his play. Beautiful. Send the assistant to the press conference, and we will take a look here and see where we're going to come back competition-wise. So here we are, 3rd place. Tottenham have yet to lose a game. That's some pretty strong opposition, too. So Tottenham looks like the team to beat right now. So schedule, let's look here. Welp, here we go, fixture congestion. I think the games pick themselves. We were going to play Gladbach, who are 2nd in the Bundesliga right now. They're predicted to be 3rd. They're not even starting the guy we... Hang on, I want to take a look here. Senior squad. Has our boy started for them at all? Largo. He has at right back. He's their starting right back. Interesting. Oh, they still have Mbolo. That's great to see. Well, Gladbach. You look at Gladbach probably play, or we can look at Tottenham and Lazio. I mean, this is a kick your teeth in kind of a month. Look at this too. 16th, you have Manchester City, and then Real Madrid right in after that. We may have to come back from Gladbach. Let's do this. I'll see how we're going. You're either gonna come back for Gladbach or a double live com for Tottenham and Lazio. Because that seems to be, if they're still first, that's a hell of a time. And then obviously the next game after that picks itself. So it'd probably be, all right. Yeah, we're going to do Gladbach, Tottenham. Then depending on how that goes, Tottenham, Lazio, or Man City, Real Madrid. Yeah, okay. Gladbach next time, and then Man City, Real Madrid after that. Perfect. I've been James. You've been you. This has been TGWPIS FC. It's been a ton of fun, and we'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.